Let me tell you a story about Hansel and Gretel. It's a musical story where the characters are represented by different melodies and instruments of the orchestra. Gretel has a musical theme that sounds like this. Hansel's theme sounds like this. There's also a mischievous raven represented by the clarinet. And the Nibblewitch of Ilsenstein. Early one morning, Hansel gathers his father's brooms to sell at the market. His mother prepares to work in the garden. She calls to Gretel to bring the garden tools. Gretel comes out of the house, refusing to work for her mother. She makes Hansel fetch the tools instead. Before leaving for the market, Father reminds the children to finish making the rest of the brooms. Dutiful Hansel leads Gretel into the house to begin working, but she jumps away from him. Girls don't make brooms, they dance. Hansel grabs his sister's hands and pulls her into the house to work. Perched on an old stump, the mischievous raven watches and waits. Gretel leaves a trail of breadcrumbs that will help them find their way out of the woods. Hansel busily picks mushrooms and berries. But he cannot resist eating the ones he finds. Gretel scolds him for eating them. Neither of them notices the mischievous raven following them, eating the crumbs. Autumn leaves float down from the trees, gently covering Hansel and Gretel. Dawn fairy awakens the forest. She gently lifts the leaves from the sleeping children. Hocus pocus, chants Nibblewitch as she casts a spell on Hansel and orders him into the fire. But at the last moment, Nibblewitch feels his arm to see if he's fat enough to eat. It's too skinny, she hisses. Too skinny. Nibblewitch eyes Hansel and Gretel as she commands the goblins to get a cage for the prisoners. Impatiently, Nibblewitch opens the oven door. Hansel and Gretel push her into the oven. The mischievous raven, confused, darts in after her. Mother and father who'd been searching for Hansel and Gretel, burst in and sweep the children up into their arms.